Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rivka's Craft Corner. How is everyone doing? I am doing really good. I am a little bit looking for something at the moment. It won't take me long, but I have to look for it. I can't believe I misplaced them, but that's okay. It's fine. Everything will work out in the long run. I'm right now looking for some clay. It's a certain type of clay. It's one that I already worked with before. And I was hoping to find it for the live. By the way, I have great news to tell you guys. I have finished the snowflakes. I have finished the snowflakes. We are making a mimic today. Let's see if I can get in touch with Audie and let her know I'm live. Instagram will be on very shortly. And let Audie know I'm on. Hope to see you here. So I am here. I'm going to ask my husband to join me for a little bit until someone else gets in. If you're wondering what I'm doing, guys, I'm right now looking for my wow. Okay, that makes sense. I'm looking for my marbles. I can't even think what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something. It will come to me. Cute little froggy. You're supposed to be for sale. Okay, I don't know what I did with the extra white clay I had. I had some white clay and I'm not finding the extra, so I might have to use the white clay I have. So I'm looking for the white clay at this moment in time. Just to be on the safe side, you know. I have everything ready. That's the clay. I knew I had white clay. Told you, I was looking for the white clay. I found my white clay. Yay! So we're gonna work on the tongue first. So are you guys excited? This is a mimic I'll be working on. This mimic is going in this thing right here. So what we will do is we'll probably fix the clay to be a different color right in this little section. But we have white clay. I was looking for the white clay because I'm going to be making a tongue. There's my white clay. All of it. And then we can switch and put the new white clay in here. Not joking. There, my new white clay is in here now. I'll probably have to end up getting some more white clay. But yeah. As I am making a mimic, I'm going to be enjoying this. So, first things first, let's cut into this. Don't you dare cut my hand. Okay, so we're going to cut a little bit of this right here. So we're going to be working on white clay, and we're going to be bringing the mimic into place. So first things first, I have to what's the word I want to say? Okay. So here is my, hon, can you check this on? I don't see any messages or anything. I'm sure she's there, but because she usually sends a message on. No, she didn't. Okay.
What's so far?
Watching now. We're starting the stream. Okay, so right here I am setting up the mimic. Now I'm going to probably change this to like a black, and probably put a little bit of black in to put in between here, because we don't want this part showing up. So we'll see. So we're working on a mimic today. Are you guys excited? I am quite excited. I already had this already done. This thing, not the mimic itself, but this part was done already. I should make this into I should make this part right here into a I know what I'm thinking. Into a gray color. I'm trying to think what gray. Well, I do have that black. I could put a little bit of the black in the white clay. Okay, I do have the black I can use to kind of make it grayish. And I can probably use just a little bit of it to make it gray, because I don't need a whole lot. I'm looking for like a kind of this color gray if I can go. Hey Audie, how you doing, hun? So we are right now mixing the black with the gray, white. I am making a mimic. I already have this part done. Ooh, this is getting close to the color I need. So yeah, it's going to be fun because it's going to be fun because it's going to be a mimic. I got the red here for the gooms. I've got the white here for setting up the gooms around this. And I even have the teeth. Yes, you heard me right. I already have the teeth. The teeth are up here. I think I have them up here. See, I have all the teeth. Look at those teeth right in there. Woo! This is going to be fun. That is close to the color, isn't it? Pretty close. And that's one thing I was looking for, is I want it to look really close to the color. So that's good. I mean, that's really close to that color. So we're going to cover up the little extra bit here. And yeah, I think that's going to look good. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, the reason I'm putting gray in here is, you see this right here? This is in the way of what I'm wanting to do. And I don't want that part to be showing up, if that makes sense. So we're making a mimic. It's not hard to make a mimic. What's that little black piece I saw? Okay, so we're going to use little black pieces I already had. And I'm just going to cut off a small bit. And I'm going to use this right here. And I'm going to mix it in. Because you want it to mix in completely to that gray color. Because I want that gray. Sort of, yeah. It's going to be open to a fixed point. Because I don't have the, like with this right here, I don't have anything to hold it open as in the other thing. So yeah, it's going to be opened in a fixed point. What I'm thinking is the first start of it is this part right here. As you can tell, I already got it. It's going to be open to about here. So I'll show you. It's going to be opened to about here. It'll have gooms on it. It'll have a tongue coming out of it. And there might be some little dice in it. What do you think? Brilliant idea, right? Okay, so we're right now adding a little bit of gray, because we want this to have the gray in it, because that will fix it together. And you want it to be as gray as this one. It's not quite there. So you want to get a little bit more black. Not too much more. Just a little bit more. But yeah, what do you think? Isn't that going to be a brilliant idea? I already have the teeth too. It was originally for the for this little guy right here, the teeth. I have 3 teeth in it. It's not ready yet. I have other ideas for that later on. But yeah, that's getting close to that color. So what do you think? Are you excited about this? I'm working on a mimic. Yay! My husband loves my mimic. Mm-hmm. Now I want you to imagine this having gooms on it. For real. So yeah. We are going to put this, because that's a gray color. So I'm really glad I did that one. For anyone who is into Dungeons and Dragons, guys, this is going to be a mimic. I am working my little fingers at the moment to get it all ready for the mimic. Now it's not, and it's going to have jewels on it too. I'm going to put like blue jewels and crystal jewels in it, and I might even put dice in it. I don't know yet. That looks good. Now what I just did is I'm right now fixing this part up right in here, because don't worry, the gums or the gooms are going to go over it. Oh, thank you. So the gooms are going to go over it. It's really exciting to do this mimic for you. So, as you can tell, I just did so right now I'm working on this part right here. You see these little things right here? That needs to be closed in. So when I have it together, half open, like about this much. Now imagine the gooms and all the other things. That's my goal. So we're going to work on this mimic. By the way, I did finish the snowflakes. They are done. They are 100% done. Now, we are going to take, I would say about this much with this. And we're going to take some black. Not a whole lot of black. You don't want a whole lot of black to be mixed. But you can mix white with black to make that gray color. And that's what I'm aiming for. So, yeah. Anyone who likes Dungeons and Dragons, I'm making a mimic. A real mimic out of a chest. Now I'm not going to show the other process. I've already done the process of it, of making this part right here. But yeah. So I'm making the mimic. I am going to be making the tongue. I have an exciting tongue to show you. Don't I dare?
Well, if the last one was anything to go by, it'd be very interesting.
Oh my word. If I could find that picture, I would bring it up and let you guys see that picture of that mimic I did before. Nope, it's a little thin. Okay. And we want to add a little bit more black to it. So I'm just mixing it in. One thing I gotta say is, if you mix the gray and the white, the black and the white, you get gray. That's pretty, isn't it? Pretty easy to do. And it's not too rough because I'm using the white. The white is a lot softer. So this is going to be exciting, making a mimic. Now it's not going to have blood on it. No. But it is a mimic, and I'm very excited to say I'm making a mimic. Nope, it's still not thick enough. Okay. With a little bit more white and a little bit more black. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're mixing it just enough to make it black and gray. So we're trying to bring the gray into it, because if you look at this, it has like a gray color. I want it as close to that gray as possible. Now, it won't be exactly that gray, and it won't be that silvery gray either, but it will be. Right now, I'm fixing this part first. About the right color gray. So this is the first one. See, you can tell it's already being set to be ready. Don't worry, Gooms will be going over it. That's the main thing. So I'm right now using my fingers to fix it. I don't want it into that little section, this little groove. I don't want that there. I'm aiming for only one little section here. That's better. Yeah. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. So I'll bring this over so you guys can see what I'm doing. So this is one thing we're doing. This is exciting because this, once it's done, set like this, and I can finally have it holding its shape. So that's a good thing. Okay. Next, we need to do a little bit more white, and we're going to add some more black to it. That's the color, black. And the tongue is going to, if you look at our gooms, they are like a pinkish color, and the tongue is a little darker than that. Wouldn't you guys agree? So I remember making the mimic the other time, but it was the full resin part to it too. There is no resin part to it today, but we will be doing resin again because I have a few resin things I have to do sometime soon, because someone wants me to make a white and black jar. White and black jar. I love how I can mix the colors of black and white to make a gray that's close to the color of the mimic's chest. It's called a yeah, that's perfect. Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. Right now, just trust the process. I think it's going to look really good. This is the first beginning of it. Okay, so we just closed in that little section right there. The back section we closed in. Because once it's done, it's going to be, if I can do it, but that will be holding it open like that. Can you see it? Can you get an idea what my plan is? So the good news is that's all done. Now we have that part done. Now we are going to work on the inner mouth of it. And this is so we're working on the goom area. Oh, making a mess here. So we're working on the goom area. So yay, this is fun. So we want to make it like very pliable. That's the first thing you want. Make it pliable, work it in, and use your fingers to massage it in or knead it in. That's what you want to do. It needs to be that color, like gooms. And we're going to do the outside of it first before we do the inside. So we'll take a little bit more white because I think the white will help keep it moist, as in it keeps it nice and pliable so you can make the gooms. It'll take a little bit of time to massage it or knead it. I mean, you have to knead it in. But can you see the goom? The goom look. It's starting to come together, isn't it? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And I'm excited about it because I know how I want it to look. It's already starting to look the color I want. So we're gonna massage it, or we're gonna work it in. And look at that. It's already starting to look the goomy goom color. Look at that. Isn't that looking good? Looks like gooms. You know, the gooms that hold your teeth. That type of gooms. So gooms. Goomy gooms. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll it like this for a second. And then we're going to flatten it down. Because you want it to flatten down into the back. Because that's where you're first going to work, is in the back. And you want it to kind of go down like that. As you can tell, it's starting to look like gooms in the back end, doesn't it? Well, we want it to look good in the back because it has to hold it in place. Yeah. This is where it's going to hold the and then you want to kind of make like a little bit of a area for your gooms to be in here, because this is the inside of the mouth. Can you tell? I told you it'll be covering up what I've done on the other side. It's hard to believe I'm actually making this, but then I'm going to put on the outside some jewels and stuff laying around. And we're going to cut this right here, I think. And we're going to wipe it off. Yeah, that'll work. So you want this to cut this and wipe down most of it off. And it holds it in place. So we just got that part done. What do you think? How's it looking? This is the start of the mouth. So we're right now doing the goomy gooms, or the gooms, to this mouth. Because once this is set in here, right there, I can hold it open like that. And the goom will hold it open. So that'll look really good in my book. So just trust the process. Just trust the process. Okay, so the first thing's done. We did the goom in the back of the throat area or the back of the mouth. Hard to believe it was that easy, but it looks good in my book. It looks really good. I'll ask my husband what he thinks. That's the goomy gooms.
Yeah, it's the right color and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not that anyone's ever seen a living mimic and lived to tell about it.
No. So we're going
using imagination.
Yep, use your imagination. Okay, so we're going to do again. We're going to get the white nice and soft or nice and pliable because you want the clay to be nice and pliable. And then you add the red to it to make certain you do the goomy gooms. Because the goomy gooms is what's going to really bring it out. But we're right now going to be working on this end right here. So I'm going to take about this much red. See that much red right there? That much red.
Good morning.
Good morning. And I'm going to massage it into the clay because the clay has a lot of lift and bending and strengthening, and you just keep going until you get the clay to look like goomy gooms. What do you think, Audie? Does it look good? This is just the back end of it. What do you think? Do you like it? Does it look good? We still have to do the inside of the mouth, which will be fun. Okay, there we go. You have to massage it in. You have to knead it in to get the goomy gooms to look just as pink and as good as the other side. But I am excited about this mimic. And believe me, I will show my work on Facebook and Instagram. Anyone who wants this mimic, it will be for sale. But I will work on this mimic. Yeah, I want this to look really goomy gooms. So we're going to add just a little bit more red because we need a little bit more red to make it really goomy goom. Goomy goom goom. That looks like gum. Like you can chew on this kind of gum. That's what color this looks. I need to get it as close, if not possible, to the same color as this color. I'll get there. It just takes a little bit of time. Knead it in your fingers. Push it back. Knead it in your fingers. Push it back. And keep going. So you take a little bit more of this red. And you lean it into that. And then you go and you get it as dark as you can get it. Because I don't want it light like this. I want it as dark as this color right here. Right now we're doing the back of the mimic. And get it as close to this color. Get it really dark. I'm right now kneading it right now with my fingers to get the color just right to the other color. Takes a little bit of kneading. Welcome to Riff Kids Craft Corner. I hope you all are having a blessed day. I am actually working on a mimic. For real. I already have the chest. This is the chest. This is the chest top. You can tell it's a top. I will probably put some what are they called? Still not dark enough. Wow. This Gooms is taking a little while. So I'm just adding more red to make it more darker like that. So yeah, this is going to be fun though. This is the Goomy Gooms. It's getting darker. I'm really happy about it. And you just use your fingers to knead it in. Knead the color in so it's nice and dark. I will be using I have it. I don't know where I put it, but I have it. I will be using clay softener. Oh my. Look at that. It's getting better and better. It's getting better and better. So I need to go and get a little bit more red. That's what you do is you add little by little more red, and keep going. And you just use your fingers to really push it in. So I'm right now pushing it in, pushing. Use your, one thing someone said to me, I have a massager's hands. Well, the good news is because I do have a masseuse type of hands, this is nothing to me. And just a little more red, a little more red, a little more red, just to make sure I get as close to the color. It's not there yet. It's getting there, but it's not there yet. Oh my word, I'm so excited about it. And I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to put it onto my DeviantArt because this is something I made. And it is artwork. As you can tell, I am really kneading this in. Can you tell I'm kneading it really strongly? So I'm kneading it in, getting it as dark as possible. It takes a little bit of time, but if you add just a little red here and there until it's nice and still too light. Needs to be more red. More red. More red. It really needs to be more red. We're doing gooms. We're doing the gooms right now. Getting there. Woohoo! We're almost there with this red color. Can you believe you can actually, and that's what you learn is you actually work it in. Again, they're so close. So close. Keep going. I'll get it to the right color. You want it as close to that color as possible. So maybe about this much more. That much. And you add it right into this little groove right there and you push it in. need. I do have a little what you call blender. Well, not blender, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like a spaghetti pasta machine. I just haven't taken it out. It's like I said, oh, so close. It's so close to the color. So close. That definitely looks like the color. Doesn't it, guys? That looks like the color. It's a little, it still needs just a little bit more red, like very minute amount of red. Once you get the right amount of red in, it'll look amazing. I'm right now working on the gooms. I'll be working on the gooms to go inside and on the outside. And it's going to be almost like, how do I explain the inside of it? Because the tongue will stick out. This is my vision. The tongue will stick out. It'll be about this full. It'll be up about this high. I'll show you. I'm aiming for about this high. And the teeth will be in there. So yeah. I think we are close enough. I'm maybe just a little more yeah, just a little more. Just a little more. Yeah, the mouth color does take time. But I mean, it is so close. Just a tiny bit more. You just what's the word I'm trying to find? You survey it, you get it closest to the color you think it's going to be. What are you doing? You can go right in too. So we're trying to get the mouth color to look just right. Now, my mouth will go on the outsides because this is, after all, a mimic. Now, what I am going to do is a sinew. I will be making sinews where the sinews go up, and you have to go into like a, I guess you could say a triangle when you're putting this sinew on. But yeah, that's close enough. Okay, we got it. We got the color. I think I reached the color pretty close. What do you guys think? Did I do pretty good? I think I did pretty good on it. Now you want it to go flatten because you want to go and put it on this end right here. What you want to do is cover up it's not really a mistake. And you want to cut that part off. And then you want to rub it in. And same way here. You want to rub it in. Okay. Now what I'm doing now is that's not what I said to do. What I'm doing now is I'm pushing it in because we want the mouth to really start taking a fat. And we want this part to go over that gray, just a little bit over the gray. And you use your finger to just smooth it out. You want to smooth it out. Make certain it goes over like this. Now I'm going to do what I did on the other one, but that looks really good. And you want to cover that little bit of that extra part out. Merkles, why aren't you holding it in place? Don't be too rough with the clay. That's one thing I'm learning. Because you don't want any of the Now another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this part right here from here to here. And I'm going to slide it off like that. That'll tell me how much I need to fix it. Yeah, that looks good. Just push it down just a tad. That will help me keep it in. This part right here is not sticking as much as I want it to. Nope, it's not sticking. So we take a little bit of this and we aim in here because we're right now working on the inside of the gooms. We want our thing to take shape. I think that looks pretty good. Now, when we put this together, as you can tell, this holds it in place. So you make sure you're in the right area. And it holds it. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. That like holds it in place. So we want to use a wormy dealy to fix this part right here. Because we're right now working this into the groove. As you can tell, about this full. Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see the little bit of a mouth look to it? Right here looks like the gums. If you open up your mouth, you have a, just imagine a tongue sticking out and going down. I think I've done really well on that part. I'll ask my husband. He knows more of if I did really well or not. He knows what a mimic looks like somewhat. But yeah, just to make certain we got it. Okay. You can let go, let go, let go. Thank you. And we got it all set up there for the mimic. Now we need to put same color of this in up to about this whole area right in here, red. But hey, we did good. What do you think? Did I do good on that? That's just the back end. Now we're going to work on the front. Woohoo! I'm very happy with that. Right color and everything. It looks amazing. It's really close to the right color. Now, we're going to take this And back to getting the color of the mouth done. Which side should I do first? Do you want me to do this part right here first? And the same way with this and bring the sinews out? Or do you want me to do the inside first? Bring the inside out first. That's amazing. Okay, that can go in. Yeah, rub. I think that turned really good. It's not in right now, but it will be in. So we're going to take this right here. We're going to push it in and we're going to rub it in the color. Rub in the color because we're right now doing the inside of the mouth. You want it to look as close to the inside of a mouth as possible. Because after all, we're doing a mimic. It's not no human. It's not no, it's a monster. A mimic is a monster. My husband can confirm that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a chest until you come closer to it. And it turns into that. Jeff, what do you think?
Regarding what exactly?
Oh, just come over here and look. I still have to make the inside here and in here. But what do you think of the outside?
Yeah, it's coming along just fine, dear.
I think it's looking really good. So I'm right now rubbing and massaging it in. And the good news is because of the fact that I'll tell you, this is hard right there. The clay itself is hard, but this is nice and soft. And I'm just rubbing it in, moving it back and forth with my finger, massaging it or kneading it till it's the right color. And then we're going to start working on the inside, or should I do the outside first? Up to you guys. Because we want the gooms to look exactly like the color that's on the back side. And I will be putting this on my DeviantArt after I'm done. I think that will look amazing. Going in, push it. Use your fingers to really bring it into the coloring that you want. Because after all, I want my color to be not red, but a little bit more redder than it is. Oh my gosh. Did it fall on the ground? Please tell me it didn't fall on the ground. Fell on the ground. Just give me a moment. Yes, it does. Fell on the ground. I don't like when that happens. But I do have the teeth. Yay! I don't have to work on the teeth at all. I have the teeth. Would you like to see the teeth? I have the teeth right here. Can you see the teeth? I have the teeth. I can use those teeth on this mimic. So we are getting close to that color. Just a little bit more red, I think. You want to have it because it's going on the inside of the mouth. So it has to look pretty decent for the inside of the mouth. Would you not agree, dear?
It always has to look decent for the inside of the mouth, yeah.
Yeah. But no, what is it called? No adventurer would want to come against a mimic.
Not in a hurry, anyway.
No. Especially with the tongue hanging out. And believe me, the tongue will be hanging out. I've done a mimic before. Someone bought that mimic.
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching the processes of how I make a mimic. I'm working in the color in. And I'm just using my fingers right now to just work it in. Work the color in. That is getting close to that mimic color. We're doing the mouth. Mouth takes time, guys. I don't have a, I do have a roller. I don't know what I did with my roller, but I do have a roller. But right now I'm just massaging very gently or kneading it in. Kneading the color in to make it really nice. One, it needs to be pliable. Okay, well, we have this part done, I think. I think that's about the right color. You tell me, does it look like the right color? So, which one do you want me to work on first? Do you want me to work on the one? You don't want a piece of hair in your work, ever. You don't want a piece of hair in your work, ever. Okay, so we are going to take about half of this. We're going to roll it with our fingers and we're going to flatten it down and we're going to work on the inside down. We don't want it too thick. After all, this is going on the inside. So that is, wow, I actually reached it. I reached it to the, and as you can tell, I'm right now just rolling it or massaging it in. I can use a pen to nice and not flatten, but work it in. Because we're right now working on the mimic. Striations is not a bad idea. You want those striations to be sort of in the mouth. Gives you an idea. Do you see the mouth coming together? Next, we do the same with this one. So we're just doing the upper mouth at the moment because you want that to really shine through. You want it to, what is the word I'm trying to use here? You want it to really shine through. Make certain you do not have hair in your work because that can really not damage it, but be a nuisance to you. So you want to have it as close to the length as you need because you're now working on the other part of it, which is because it all will fit in. And you use your finger to rub it in to hold it in place. And you use your finger to rub it lightly with your finger just so you can show the mimic. Now I'm going to show you what I've gotten so far. You want it as thin as possible when you're doing this because you're working on the mouth part of it. Now, as you can tell, this part will have to be cooked, is the word. That will help us see what we need to do. Okay. So we got that part right in here. And I'm right now just rubbing it in. You use your fingers to lightly get it so it stays in place. Because once I put it together, it's going to really look amazing. But first things first, you want to do the inside of that mouth. Do you think I should have, it's not a tongue, but have like the gullet looking out? Okay. As you can tell, it's starting to look like a mouth, right? The inside of a mouth. So this part goes in the very back, like I was showing you. And when it's open, you can see the mouth. So just so you can see. So we're still going to work on the mouth, but we're going to make some more gum. Aren't we, dear?
You are going to make some more guns, Sarah.
So what do you think so far? Is it turning out good? That's just the inner mouth. And the inner mouth is quite important because when you're working on the inner mouth, just a tad there. When you're working on the inner mouth, and you kind of want to have it, you want to have all this together and massaged in so it's nice and smooth. Yeah. The inner mouth is quite interesting. Now, to do this, I have to kind of make it look like a little bit of a, oh, what do they have at the bottom of a chest normally? They sometimes have like a yeah, I think it's going pretty good. I think it is. We still have to do the gums out here in this section and out here in that section. And then we have to do the sinews. So first things first, so we need to do the inside of the gum, at least at the top. So we're gonna right now massage this in because now we got the red in here now. And we using the red to color the clay. This is for the goom area. The gooms are a reddish tint. I might paint a little bit of red on it. I don't know yet. But it's definitely a reddish tint. And you see how I'm massaging, how I'm kneading it. It's kneading into that coloring I want. Because once I do this, I have to make certain it has that deep red or that deep, it's almost like a reddish pink, I think is the color in my book. It looks like a reddish pink. So we're going to take that and we're going to start working it in. You want it to go like a reddish pink, reddish pink, reddish pink. I'm happy to say that I actually have the teeth. I don't have to worry about making the teeth. Isn't that awesome? No teeth today. All my teeth are ready. I've had these teeth for since I worked on the manticore or whatever I did. Now, this is amazing about the coloring. You want to take as much red as you can, not gray. Much red as you can, not gray. And get it to mix in. It's still a little bit, as you can tell. It's a light color red or pink. So I'm going to take about this much. I'm going to put it in like that. See that right there? And then you knead it in until it's nice and about that color pink. And then you put it in the mouth. I'm not sure if I should do the sides yet. I'm still trying to make a decision. Should I do the sides? I should probably do the sides and then do the sinews. But we'll see. I'm so happy to say I'm doing the mimic right now. Mimics are pretty easy. You just have to get the right coloring for the mouth, the tongue. Make certain you have teeth. You can have an eye on it. Like the eye could be on the inside, I think. I'm not sure where they put the eye on a mimic, or if there's eyes on the top of the mimic. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, for God's sake, I dropped it. Almost there. Just one more red. One more red. And it'll be just the right color. Now the question is, should I do the sides of this? See the sides right here? Should I do the sides? Let me know your thoughts. Does the mimic have it in the sides? Because it's trying to look like a chest, but the mouth is in there. Eek. The mouth is in there. Right. That's good. I did really good on the mouth color. So I always go like this, and then I flatten it. Then I cut off a little bit. Okay. And then I flatten it again, just so it's nice and flat. Because you do want to kind of cook this in there. You do. And you want it to be nice and oh, that is perfect red. We are almost to the... I think I will. Yeah, you have to add row by row when you're putting this in. Because if you don't, it doesn't look right. So you use this part to lightly massage it in. Let's see, maybe this one. Yeah, that's more smooth. And it doesn't matter if it has a little bit of wrinklage. It kind of looks like the inside of a mouth, doesn't it? With a little bit of wrinklage. I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm really doing pretty good on this. And then you add this to this one. And now we are massaging it in again. Woohoo! Yeah, I knew what I wanted to do today. Yeah, it has a little bit of wrinklage. I was thinking, I can keep that wrinkle. And I'm still trying to figure out if I should put it on the side. And I think maybe I should, and have like a little bit of a ridge, not a ridge, but kind of like a little, I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you know what I'm saying when I say ridge. Okay. Not wrinkles, but I don't know what it's called. It's something. It's something. It's not really wrinkles, but it's but you want to kind of put a little bit of like divots in the mouth, I guess. After all, we're right now working on the mouth. I'm so excited. This is going to be one of my best. I hope it's going to be one of my best. I think it will be one of my best, but we'll see. I'm trying to think if I have any eyes at the moment, because I'm still making a decision if I want to put eyes out in the front. That's gonna look good though. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Right now I'm just sogging the red in. You have to have enough red to make it look like the Goons. So there we go. So I'm not sure if it's wrinkles per se, but it's like folds. That's the word. Folds. As long as it has a little bit of folds, it looks like it's starting to become a mouth, I think. Need. Exactly. Need. Need your or need or massage it in and work your color in and make certain it turns into the color you need for the inside of the mouth. Oh my word. It's going to be a beautiful end. The thing is I'm trying to make a decision if I want to make the facial feature of the eyes on it, on the outside. Like when this is that doesn't need to be there. Like if I should put eyes right up in here, showing the eyes, I don't know yet. That hasn't came to me yet. Jeff, should I put eyes on this little guy?
Mimics usually are hiding the fact that they have eyes.
Okay, so keep it hidden
I mean,
because they'll see the tongue.
once it's revealed itself, yeah, I guess it's opening its mouth, it's opening its eyes to better attack, etc., etc. So yeah, you could certainly make a case for that.
Okay, I'll have to look and see what a mimic's eyes looks like. Do you like the way this looks so far, honey? You're a Dungeons and Dragons enthusiast, and
Yes, dear. It's coming along nicely.
do you like how that looks?
It's a pity you don't have a bit more of a deeper red color.
I do. I have this red, but it's really hard to
Work with?
work with.
Mm.
I mean, I'm kneading it in, making it really red, but I can paint it red later, you know?
Mm.
But I was thinking mimic, why not? I worked with a mimic before. Someone fell in love with it the last time. They bought it. That was a good buy. Yeah, folds is looking good in here. You have to remember, this is going to be kind of closed, so you won't actually see the inside of the mouth, but it's still there. And I might have to wash red in there. Like, take some color of red and do what you call a watery wash. Does that make sense what I'm saying? A watery wash?
What if people don't know the terminology? Yeah.
A watery wash is basically you take red and you swish it in there. But this is after it's dried and cooked. Well, cooked. Dried and hardened. This is polymer clay. This is Sculpey. This is medium red. And it is, yeah, it's medium red. I do love the fact that I am making the gooms of it, the mouth part of it. Oh, that's perfect color, red. Um, so we're gonna we're going to push it out. Yeah, that's gonna look good. You want to have as much. I wish I had my balls, my ballers in my my arsenal. Okay. We are getting close to the edge of this. You want to kind of work it in where it is covered. Yeah, that's good. That's looking good. Use your fingers to kind of there. Just trust me, I have an idea of it. Right now I'm just doing the, and I think we want to put some ridges in it. Like make some ridges so it looks like it's, when it opens its mouth, it's, you don't see the smoothness of it, because under your mouth you have like a little bit of ridges, and I'm thinking it's the same with a monster. Thinking it's like a monster, you have ridges. Can you believe that? But the thing is, I wanted to show you also how the crochet went. I'm right now organizing the pattern of it. Now, there is one thing I want to do, and that is make a little bit of what you call a wormy dilly. Oh, sorry, not wormy dilly, but you know what I mean. Like a little area here, a little bit longer. As you can tell, that's the wormy. And you want to kind of go into the edge and bring it up. Because you want to kind of round it outwards, if it makes sense. That looks good. So you want to kind of do this real quick. Jeff is working on his book. Not right now while we're talking, but he is going to be working on his book.
And the news on that at the stage is that I have to get a special
Permission.
license
You have to get permission.
to write for.
Well, we actually think it might be Matt Mercer.
It might be.
And that would be good if
Now,
it's Matt Mercer.
That
Because
said, I probably won't get that special license as an unknown author. Again, unless I could send my original manuscript off to Matt.
well, if you just send him the very first book.
My point being is that he has to be willing to accept it, and then, and only then, if he reads it, does he say, yes, we'd like to have this in our collection.
Well, if they see the one with Starlight, they will.
So, there you have it.
Because he kind of wants to keep it, the D&D world, if that makes sense. Bringing it down. Maybe this is something I can use. Yeah, that's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. So if you can tell, I'm starting to work on the goom area in here. So that's not looking too bad. I have to make certain I make it a little bit more red in here. Jeff wish I could make it more red, but I can use what you call a water wash. It's something it's a artist term for anyone who does clay work. They do water wash, like a very soft, watery look to it when you're painting. And then you have to varnish it. I'm going to actually use resin. This one right here, the UV resin, for the inside of the mouth to make it really shiny. And I might use a little bit of a reddish color to it. But yeah, we'll talk about it. How do you like it so far? I'm really digging it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing this in front of you guys. Right now I'm kneading the color, the red, this red right here, into this white right here. Just so you know. And this is polymer clay. So it's really enjoyable. Not sure how that white streak got in there, but that's okay. And I found something I can actually use to massage, put it all together, which is amazing. So I'm right now working on, yeah, that's about the right color. I'm taking about this much out, and then I'm going to flatten it like this. And I'm going to aim it just right in this little section right here. Yeah, that's a good looking goom. That's a good looking goom. As you can tell, I am putting it right in here, so you can tell it's a goom. We'll deal with that soonish. Because we'll be putting a goom out here. And I'm going to have it going outward like this. And then we'll be fixing the sinews. I'm working on the inside of the mouth area before I do the teeth. Because you have to have, yeah. It has little folds here and there. Yeah, that's, wow, it's starting to feel heavy. I'm liking that, and I think that will look really good. Now we could do this side too, and we could do the goom area and bring it to the side. And we use this, and we aim it down here, because we kind of want it to come kind of curved. You really want it to kind of curve upwards. And you want the clay to hold in place. As you can tell, it's starting to show the goom area. Here's the goom area on that side. We're working on this side now. I think I wanted to fix the goom area on this side to definitely hit this area right here. As you can tell, it's mimic is in a lot of books I've read. Not just D&D. I mean, people use mimics in a lot of things that they have. Even if it is D&D related, it's in horror books. I've seen mimics in horror books. They have them in movies. There was like a mimic house I've heard about.
Mm-hmm.
A big mimic house. So they've used artistic expression. Oh, I love that. That's looking amazing. So right now I'm going to take some white clay. I'm going to break it up in pieces. And I'm going to make a decision on what side I'm going to use. And then I'm going to add a little bit of red to it again to bring out the goom color. Need coffee to help me keep talking? Coffee. Best thing of waking up is a coffee in your cup. And then we'll take about this much red. We're not going to put it in yet, but we're going to take this much red so we can just break it up. And there's the red in there. I do not want gray in there. Gray is not a color I need. Sorry, guys, I'm taking the gray off because that's not the color I need. But what do you think of the goom? Is it looking good? It's a mimic. It is actually a mimic. Look at that right there. All I have to do is work on this side right here and then finish this area off, and we're done with this one right here. Then, oh boy, this is going to be fun trying to do this one. Try doing it in that one. So right now I'm kneading the red in Murgles. But I do have some good news to tell you about the snowflakes. I have exactly 147, not 144, but 147 snowflakes with the borders on it. Now we have to work on the next part of it. Whew. Hard work. Until I can find my, I actually have a pasta machine. I showed it to you, didn't I, dear?
Yes. You mean the pasta roller?
Yeah, the pasta roller.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, should I put eyes on it? I want to know your guys' opinion. Should I add eyes to it, or should I leave the eyes alone and let people come upon this and not see the eyes? I mean, I do have a way of putting eyes on it, but I need your guys' opinions. Getting there. Not quite the right color red, but it's getting there. This is more closer to the color of a goom in my book. Although gooms are a lot darker, and I can do what you call a color wash. That's what I'm trying to say. Color wash. That is a painter's term. When they do painting, they do color washes. They do, but they hide them. Don't they dare?
Hide what?
A mimic. They hide their eyes.
Yeah, they do.
They don't want you to cut. You come upon it, but they don't show their eyes normally.
Mimics have changed in the way they're thought of originally. Originally, they weren't considered magical creatures because the way they grew meant that they grew surfaces. Their skin looked wooden. And if they folded themselves together in a certain way, it looked like a wooden box or a wooden door.
Or a wooden chest.
Okay? And occasionally you had some
or a metal chest.
You had rarer ones that were the color of stone.
Like this.
Okay, but now they've decided that there's some kind of shapeshifter, and their usual form is kind of amorphous, like a blob that you can squish and shape.
So they don't have eyes, or they do?
Well, they do.
But do they show their eyes?
No.
Ever?
Yes, well, they do, yes. They do show their eyes, especially if they're trying to attack. They'll have two eyes in front like any predator normally would.
But when they come upon it, it doesn't look like eyes, but they see the mouth?
No, what they see is a wooden chest. They don't see eyes, mouth, nothing. They don't see it. It's not until they attack. Would you like me to show you the scene out of one of the Dungeons and Dragons movies?
No, I'm trying to get an idea. Should this be like right when it's about to attack?
Well, you can certainly go that route.
So it's about to attack. That's why it has its mouth with the gooms in it. The question I have is, Oh, let me look up a mimic's face, or not face, but a mimic. Give me a moment, guys. I'm going to be looking for something real quick. Okay. No, it needs just a little more red. I want pictures. Oh, it has a lot of teeth. I don't have that many teeth.
Look, I'll show you something.
Most of the time, you don't see the eyes.
I'm going to show you something real quick.
There's many little eyes. Looking at the mimic. Give me an idea. Okay, they show a few eyes on them. A lot of teeth, but a few eyes. Most pictures are not showing the eyes. About that color. Yeah. Well, they show about 3 eyes on them. Mine's not going to have 3 eyes. I think it'll either have 2 eyes or one has 4 eyes on them. Okay, it gives me an idea. Yeah, they have eyes on them. I was just checking to see how many eyes they have. Okay. Yeah, it's perfect color. I'm going to take that much and I'm going to wrap it around this area right up in here. And I'm going to put this on it. Yeah, I was just trying to find out how many eyes the Mimic has. And where did this hair come from? That's one thing I don't like, is sometimes it wants to hold on to hair. But yeah, I'll deal with this part in a minute. Right now, I'll put that there. But yeah, it does have a oh, that looks good. Okay. So the question is, should I put eyes on them? That's the question.
Here. Have a look.
In a second, dear. Trying to finish putting this part together. And then I'll look. Want it to look kind of like it's almost real. Soften it up a little bit. You want it to look pretty good. And there's a Mimic's goom right in there. I'm trying to make certain it looks pretty good. What do you think? Did I do pretty good? Still looks like it's, boy, is it heavy. What now?
This is a Mimic. And this, see, no eyes, no eyes. Suddenly, there. That's how quickly they change.
Let me see.
So back to the start. Right? There she is. Looks exactly like a chest, right?
Yeah.
Opens the chest and suddenly you've got that.
There is no eyes on it.
No eyes on it in that scene. It doesn't need it. It's reacting to touch.
Touch. Okay, cool. That helps me.
But they can see.
They can see. Okay.
Yeah.
So we just got that part done. Look at that, guys. There's that area right in there. That area and right in there. So we're right now putting the rest of the finishing touches on this. And we'll use this to that looks good. It's all in. Nice and flat. Well, not too flat, but there. What do you think? Am I doing really well with this? I only have this little section right here to finish on this one right here. So no eyes on the mimic because I'm not going by the basis of the movie. Not doing that, but I am going to take in the account that they had no eyes on the mimic. No eyes on the mimic. So I'm guessing we have no eyes on the mimic. What do you guys think? Oh. Well, we're getting somewhere because the coloring takes a while. But we did get one side of the mouth done. I do want to work on the top part and bring it together, but we did do one side of the mouth done. I think I did really good, to be honest. Next week I can do the bottom part of it, or I can work on the bottom of part of it and then put the teeth on it and all that. It's all up to you what you guys want me to do. I think I'm going to put up a voting of what you want me to make. I did leave a little message in my description. I did leave a little message in my description about the there. You take this one right here, stick it right in the middle, and then work it in. I did put it in the description that on starting in April, our time, I will start adding in crochet back on Wednesdays. But I want to hear your guys' opinions and thoughts on that. I only did the no crochet on Wednesdays because I was going to give Jeff a chance to do his book. Right there?
Yes, exactly.
And you've gotten that book almost completely done.
I really do have that book almost completely done. That's correct.
Now, as you can tell, this is not pink enough. Can you tell that? Not pink enough. Now, I'm going to be doing a wash, a red wash over it. Or I'll probably paint it with red, candy red, resin. Okay, good. We're not in that bad of shape, guys. We're only getting rain. It's not the cyclone. Cyclone is hitting over in Brisbane, but it's not hitting here.
No.
They're making a big deal that it's hitting here, and it's like, yeah, we're in a floodplain, but it's not hitting here.
No, we're at a plateau.
We're in the plateau. Well, I think I'm going to need to rest my thumbs today after I'm done. With all the kneading I've been doing, look at how red it's getting. I really should start using that other thing.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, we got pink, but it's not the dark pink I have here. So we're going to do more pink. But it's going to be a darker pink. I do actually have a thing. Yeah, that makes no sense. I actually do have a pasta maker, or what you call it, where you can put your clay in and it'll do the pasta type of setup. But I can't go get it. Nope, it's still the wrong color pink. Wrong color pink. See, that's not the right color pink, as you can tell. It's too light. And we want to finish this one off right here and do this little section right here.
Excuse me.
Do I have enough teeth for it?
You can never have enough teeth for a mimic, as you saw.
I can't quite make it that way. Okay, so we're going to push this in to this right here. And we're going to massage it in again. We want it to get really, really strong in the almost the reddish color. This is hard work. This kneading is such hard work. As you can tell, there's the red right there. There's the red streaks right in there. Here, I'll bring it up closer. See the red streaks right in there? So I'm right now pushing it in and getting the red streaks. And there's even a closer look at the red streaks right in there. Takes time, guys. It takes time. I'll have to get my pasta machine. I just have to. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think it's worth it. It's almost there. It is. It's almost there. We're only doing the top half right now. I think that would be interesting to add the top half. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do the gooms for the teeth. And I'm still thinking about, Jeff and I were talking about, he's like, it needs to be more red. I'm like, well, it'll be more red. I can use red. I don't have dye. I don't have red dye, but I can use red something else. I have red paste. Do you know what I'm talking about? Red paste for my resin. I do have that, so I could actually use like the eye candy red. That will help, I think. So we have a red color. Getting there. A lot of work trying to get that red. Lot of work. Getting there. Not quite there yet. So we're going to push down. We're going to take more red. And we're going to set it one here. One here. One here. Maybe a little bit right in here. In here. Trying to bring out that red. Needs to be there. 1 and 2. And we push it down and we struggle. And yes, you heard me right. I'm struggling. Struggle. What I'm doing right now is I'm using my hands to massage it in. And I'm doing this part right here. And I'm aiming it in. 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 Okay. Not quite there. Oh, Mergles, this is a lot to push in. But we'll get it. We will get it. Remember, we're doing the gooms. It is worth it. But we are doing the gooms. Let's do more red. I think that's enough red. We are so close to having the color that I need. Because we're trying to get the gooms to be the right color red. Or the right color pink. And yeah, I can do a wash. Or I can take resin. I can take the UV resin. Take some red resin. If that makes sense. And push it into the layers. I could do that. Oh, much better. It's getting there. Okay, we're getting there. So close. Just maybe a little bit more red. There. Who knew you needed this much red, right? I'm using my hand to push it in and make it darker. Get in there. My word, is this rough. Oh, dear. Okay, I think we're getting there. I'm feeling it in my hands. Checking it, making certain it's... I mean, it's so close. Just a little more red again. A little more red. Red, red, red. It's a good thing I have it so much red, right? Take it. Wrap it around. Take it. And use your hands to... Yeah. Yep, I got it now. Yay. That took a while. See? So close, it's not funny. Might add just a little more red. Very little bit more red. Just to... Yay! I feel so much better. Put the right color. Very close to the color. Getting so close to that color. So what do you think? Do you like what I'm doing so far? We're making the gooms. We're making the inside of the mouth. It's quite important to get the inside of the mouth done too. Yeah, now it's perfect. You use your hands to massage it or knead it until you get that dark red that you want. And right there against that, perfect. So let's take about half of that. I'm going to sit up a little bit more. And I'm going to do a light pulling out like this. Flat, 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 flat. And then we're going to wrap it. Not wrap it. We're going to take it right here. And then we're going to lightly rub it into the crevices. Now, we do know we need to make the gooms because once we make the teeth, which is going to go on it, now you kind of want to soften it a little bit, just a little. Get rid of that white. Why is there white in here? I didn't put white in here. Why did the white go in there? Okay, we got that part done. We got the inside part of the mouth, which I still think it needs to have like a little ridge up here and pushed in, if that makes sense. Like you take it like this, you take a little bit right in here. People call them wormy dealies. I make them like little worms. And you take it and you put a ridge right in here, just a little bit of a ridge. And then you take your tool. And you just want that little bit of ridge to kind of look like the upper mouth. And you want that upper mouth to have like a little bit of a feel of See the idea I had there, where it has like a little bit of a like a ridge up on the top. I'll see if Jeff agrees. What do you think? That little ridge? We all have that.
Yeah, they seem to. Yeah,
Have a little bit of a ridge.
that can work.
So this one, we only have this left to do, which is just put something over in here. We'll do the sinews another day, but we are going to finish this part off. So I'm going to flatten it. And I'm going to lightly lightly push it outward. Because we're right now doing the outskirts. See this right here? You want this part right here, this part right here, over the ridge right here. Okay. Now you want to lightly rub this on this just so it does not lose the idea. Take that part off. Okay, so the first things first, we are building it outward so you can see it on the outside. Now we're going to take a little bit of this right here, and it's called mending. And it just gives you an idea.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those clippings have held the sheets up in the laundry. There's three of them been leaving out by wide ends, or three outside ones, and then the centre one was completely gone. So I think I can get the timber at Mitre 10 or some other shop in Derby.
By the way, I go quiet when I'm concentrating. I apologize. It's just something I do. Go very quiet when I'm concentrating. So I think we did really well. If you look here, here's the ridge of the, you know how you have like a thing that goes across? We could kind of bring this down a little bit and down. Yeah. Now you want this to kind of look natural, like it's part of this.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
And there's the mimic right there, the upper jaw of the mimic. Yeah, I go very quiet when I'm in the zone. You're no kidding. I'm not kidding. I just go so quiet all of a sudden. So what we're going to do here is we're going to push this in. We're going to push this in. And we're going to make that look a little more realistic in the upper mouth. So fix that up a little bit. And that helps with that. Now we still have to do the outside. I'm talking about there's this outside here. And I'm just doing it on the outside just to make it more, not believable, but make it more almost like it's natural. It was made like this.
That's all right. Yeah.
And this kind of reminds me of the luggage from what you call. Oh, did not know there was still some red around there.
Oh, yeah, you got it down there for a weekend, eh? Oh, for a week. Oh, okay. No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put just a little bit of this.
Julie's coming down here on the 5th of May, she said, and she'll probably have her net with her.
Oh no.
And she'll stay here a few days.
No.
5th of May.
5th of March.
5th of May.
Oh, 5th of May.
Past the 5th of March.
Oh, sorry, 4th of April, yeah. Yeah, 4th of April, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going out to run roost in the country on Friday and Saturday. Yeah, so anyway, I've already booked a hotel. Yeah. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll be in our own land by that time. Because I can't handle one more day of it and one more time of that. See, it doesn't tell us. There we go. Looky right there. What do you think? Did I do good on the mouth area? I think I did pretty good. Now, what we will do is we will take half of this, maybe a little bit more than half. We are trying to put it in this.
Got a call from Tony. He was going to come out tomorrow, but he said with the cyclone coming in, he won't come till tomorrow week.
Okay.
And he's going to try and have a look at this and see what he can do with it. And I've got to try and get the timber if I can, so they can. He'd have to take the sheets down to put the end strippings in around the edge.
Yeah.
And then hopefully put the sheet back up. So
yeah.
So hopefully it'll be a fine weekend then, and he can sort of fix this ceiling up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I've got to go and take a reflux tablet and then go up the street in about half an hour.
Okay.
everyone, that's what I have to deal with. Every time I'm on a live. It's okay. It is my Friday. So we just got that little section done. I'll show you it shortly after I finish fixing this little section right here. And we are going to finish that little section off. And take a little section right here. And lightly put that over that. And took a little section right here and work it in. Don't you dare do that. Okay, so we got that part done right there. Now what I need to do is, when the time comes, I need to build this one outward a little bit, like right into that little section right in here. Once I do that, it will be done on that. And that's the upper teeth. But we did pretty good. I think I'm reaching my goals today. And we can paint it, or we will not paint it, but we can use resin to bring it out. There we go. Yeah. And we still have to make the sinews, don't we?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I have to make the sinews. But I gotta say, I'm doing pretty good on it. I'm getting quite a bit done today. This is just the mouth. That's the gooms. Let me know what you think. Does that look like the upside? This is what it'll look like. And this part right here, if I can find it, because that's my clue of what sides go to what. Once you have it set up like this, and you have this right there, can you visualize that starting to come out? That is the gooms. And that's just the top part. We're not even there for the bottom part yet. So that gives you an idea. What do you think? Does that look like the gooms of a mouth? Let me know your thoughts. This part is the front end. This is the back end. The back end is going to hold this together. Then I can change the coloring right here. Looks goomy. Good. But boy, does it feel like it. It's so heavy now. Isn't it, dear?
Mm-hmm.
You take a gander. Feel how heavy this is. Jeffy. Feel how heavy.
Getting there.
So this is the back end. We will need to keep the goomy look of it over here. But I think I did really well on the top half. And then we'll have to cook it after it's all done. Now, this is the bottom half. Hard to believe that the top half took so much time. Now, I want you to visualize this is where the tongue will come out. And I'm visualizing maybe having some jewels on the outside. Yeah, it's supposed to look like a mouth. So I think I did really well on the mouth. I have to add on this side a lump of clay outward like this, because that's where the teeth will come out. But I think I did pretty good. I do. I think that turned out really good. Very goomy. So I'm pretty happy with that. That is the mouth of the mimic. This right here is going to be up like this. Right here we'll have a mimic's gums in here. And right in here will be the next part of it. And I think next time I'm going to go find my pasta maker thingy. and use that and see if that will be a godsend. But what do you think? I think I did pretty good for the top of the mouth. And I'm right now just, but this will actually be where the sinews will go. What I mean is the sinews is going to be the same color as this, and the sinews will go right in between, and it'll go about to here. That will be the sinews of the mouth. And then the teeth, which will line it, will come outward. If you want to visualize this, the teeth, no, thank you. The teeth will come outward like this and outward like that. So, yeah, that is my thoughts. I hope I did good. But I think I did really well for today. And there you go. So this is the first start. This is the top part of the mouth. We still have the bottom part of the mouth to do. Ugh, that was a lot of work in my book. A lot of work. This is the bottom mouth. But it'll look really good when it's all done. But right now, we don't know what it'll look like right now. I do know it'll turn out really good, but we did the top part of the mouth and we'll do the bottom of the mouth. So I think I'm going to sign off because my hands are sore and I need to let them kind of relax for a little bit after doing all that work. What do you think, Audie? Did I do well? If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. Last but not least, please comment. I would love to hear you guys' comments. Let me know your thoughts. I think that's going to turn out really good. I think that is. Hard to believe I used some black. But that worked out really well in my book. We still have the bottom to work on next. But hey, that's not bad. Not bad for a first, well, not a first beginner. I've done it before. So, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. Last but not least, please comment and let me know what you or how I should keep going with this. I'm taking a 2-minute breather from the crochet. By the way, Audie, if I can have you for like about 2 minutes, I can show you something. So I'll send you the link if you're willing to talk to me a little bit. So many blessings and shalom, guys. Bye.